Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to Accountancy 2nd PU online classes. In the previous class we have solved a problem that is XYZ, correct? Now let us move on to the next problem, problem number 9, page number 73 of your question bank. Problem number 9, page number 73. Let me read out the problem and then we will solve it. Fine. Amara, Madhura and Prema, it is not ha, it is a. Okay. Are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1:1. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2018 was as follows. Balance sheet is given. Bills payable, creditors, no doubt, outside liabilities, you must transfer it to realization account, correct? Then capital balance is given. Of course, you have to enter it in the capital accounts as opening balance, isn't it? By balance brought down. Joint life policy fund. Already we have come across. Is a specific fund. Transfer it to realization account. Right? Yes. Cash in hand, there is no cash at the bank. So all entries should be passed through which account? Cash account. You have to pass all cash entries, isn't it? Not bank entries. Bills receivable, stock, debtors, there is a PDD. So while transferring debtors, you must transfer debtors at gross rupees 7,000 and PDD should be separately transferred, right? Yes. So bills receivable, stock, debtors, how you will transfer. Joint life policy should be transferred, is an asset. Machinery should be transferred, fixed asset. Prepaid rent, what about this? Prepaid rent is expenses paid in advance, is an asset, correct? This should be transferred because it is also an asset. But remember, if prepaid rent is not recovered, if it is not recovered, you should not show it while realizing the assets. While transferring, you must transfer to the debit side of realization account, and while realizing, you will write by cash, assets realized, you will write one by one. If prepaid rent is not recovered, nothing is mentioned in the adjustment part, just forget it. Don't make any entry there. Clear? Yes. Firm was liquidated on the about date. Amara took over joint life policy. Very simple, asset taken over, right? So on the credit side of realization account, by Amara's capital account, joint life policy taken over. Then stock realized, debtors realized and machinery was sold for rupees 58,000. Realized and sold both are one and the same. When you sell, you will get the money, isn't it? That is a realization. So these three assets were sold by cash. Assets realized under that, you have to enter one by one. Bills on hand realized in full. That means bills receivable, isn't it? So that also should be entered by bank, by cash. Assets realized under that, bills receivable. And one more instruction is there. One bill for rupees 500 under discount was dishonored and had to be paid by the firm. A bill we have received from maybe any debtor, wasn't it? Which was discounted with the banker. The banker told bill is not honored by the acceptor. When the person accepts the bill, he must honor it on the due date. Here the problem is when it was sent to the acceptor for honoring, the acceptor failed to honor the bill, isn't it? So what happens ultimately? We have to pay the amount to the banker, because when we discount the bill with the banker, we will get the money instantly. And that means we will get the money immediately from the banker. Then on the date of maturity, the banker will collect from the acceptor, for which the banker will charge some amount as that's discounting charges, isn't it? So if the bill is not honored, the party has to return the amount, whatever is already paid by the banker to the party, to the firm here in this case, isn't it? So we didn't receive the amount from the acceptor, so we must return the amount already received at the time of discounting of the bill. So that is what the liability is. So we have to make payment to this. On the debit side of realization account, to cash, bill met, isn't it? Or bill dishonored. You just write bill dishonored, isn't it? That's all, nothing else. So for this reason, just because of that bill, I took this problem to solve. So let us solve the problem. Draw the columns, write column headings, and write the name of the account. Very important. Most of the students I have seen, they draw the columns. Everything they will do, they will solve the problem without having the account name. Like realization account, they are preparing. Realization account, they will not write. They will draw all the columns, they will solve the entire problem, and they will get correct answer also without head. Did you see any person without head? No, isn't it? So there must be head. Otherwise, how can we recognize this is this person? Without head, can we recognize? If we cover this part completely, will you come to know who that person is? No. Chances are very rare, isn't it? So in the same way, there must be a name for the account. So write the heading first, then draw the columns. Otherwise, you will forget in the board exam. Remember. Realization account. Realization account. Realization account. Draw the columns. Provide for GF. Yes. Debit credit. Particulars GF amount in rupees. Let us start. Yes. Let us start. Bills receivable, right? Yes, bills receivable to bills receivable account. Write the amount. How much? 400. Debtors account 7,000. Stock account 20,000. Is it correct? 20,000. JLP, that is joint life policy. Joint life policy. How much it is? 4,000, right? Machinery account. Machinery account, how much? 50,000, 50. Prepaid rent, write the amount, 2,000. That's all. Let us move on to the liabilities side. By bills payable account, how much? 4,300. Then creditors, by creditors account, how much? 5,700. 5,700. Then JLP fund, Joint Life Policy Fund, how much? JLP fund, 4,000, right? 4,000. Then PDD, provision for doubtful debts. How much it is? 400. Then, no, let us sell the assets. We'll get cash. By cash account, assets realized, within bracket, assets realized. Then, under that, write one by one. Stock 22,000, right? Stock 22,000. Then debtors 4,100. 4,100 debtors. Machinery 58,000. 58,000. Then bills receivable. How much it is? 400. That's all. 84,500. 84,500. Now we have money with us. Now let us make payment to liabilities, right? So to cash account. Bills payable 4,300. Creditors 5,700. Then outstanding bill paid. Write it as dishonored bill, not outstanding. Make it as dishonored bill. Dishonored bill paid. Right? How much it is? 500. Write a total. 10,500. 10,500. Then, are there any other items to be entered? Yes, there is one asset taken over. JLP is taken over, right? JLP, Joint Life Policy, is taken over by Mr. A. So, A's capital account. Who is that? Mr. A. Amara, isn't it? Amara took over Joint Life Policy. So, by Amara's capital account, JLP taken over. What is the value of JLP? 5,000, right? No other entries, leave some space and then write the total. Credit side is greater, I think. Yes, 1,03,900. 1,03,900. Write the same total on the other side. 1,03,900. Difference is 10,000. There is a profit of rupees 10,000 right here to all partners capital account. All partners capital accounts. After that, Amara, Madhura, Prema. Isn't it? What is their profit sharing ratio? Profit sharing ratio was 2:1:1. So distribute it. 2:1:1 means 2 by 4, 1 by 4 and 1 by 4 into 10. Is equal to 5,000 into 10,000 is equal to 2,500 into 10,000 is equal to 2,500. Right here, profit on realization. Profit on realization. Balancing figure. Your realization account is done. Let us move on to the next part, that is combined capital accounts of partners. Combined capital accounts of partners. Draw the columns. Amara, Madhura, Prema. Write in full. Debit, credit, particulars. Then Amara rupees, Madhura rupees and Prema rupees. Yes. Start with the capital balance by balance brought down. How much it is? 20, 20 and 20, right? 20, 20. It's not cricket match. No, it is 30, 20 and 20, correct? 30, 20 and 20. And then profit on realization account letter to all partners capital account, right? So by realization account, profit. How much? 5,000, 2,500 and 2,500. Isn't it? Yes. Anything else? Liability taken over by a partner. So to Amara's capital account, sorry, realization account. See, realization account letter to where the entry is. Whether you give the entry. 5,000. Yes, Amara's capital account here, it is given. Asset taken over, not liability taken over, asset taken over. Amara's capital account debtor to realization account. So, realization in capital account, Amara's capital account debtor to realization account. Asset taken over, JLP taken over. Taken over. What's the value? 5,000, right? In Amara's column. Dash in other two partners' columns. That's all I think. Nothing else. Close it and find out the difference. Leave some gap and close it. Find out the difference and make final payment. How many it is? 22,500. Here 22,500. 35,000. 35,000. Write the same total on the other side. 35,000, 22,500, 22,500, right? Find out the difference. Here 5,000 entry is there, so 30,000. In other two columns, no entries, so same amount holds good. 22,500, 22,500 here. Two, is it cash or bank? It is cash. To cash account, final payment made. Final payment, isn't it? Balancing figure. So, capital account is done. Now, let us move on to the last part, that is cash account. Cash account. Draw the columns. Cash account. Draw the columns, so write debit credit. Do it fast. Particulars, amount in rupees on either side, debit side and credit side. Cash account shows. Cash account always shows which balance? Cash always appears on the asset side of the balance sheet. So, all assets have which balance? Debit balance, yes. To balance brought down, refer your old balance sheet and write the amount. To balance brought down, how much it is? It is 1,000, right? 1,000, yes it is. Cash in hand. Then, refer realization account, cash account debtor to realization account, assets realized, so cash account debtor to realization account. Realization account. How much it is? See there, 84,500. 84,500. Then, no other interest. Refer here, realization account debtor to cash, that is liabilities paid. Right here, liabilities paid. Liabilities paid. Right? So, write the total amount by realization account. By realization account. Right here, liabilities paid. Liabilities paid off. Here, write assets realized. Assets realized. Okay. So, liabilities paid, what is the amount? 10,500. 10,500. Then, anything else? No. That's all. So, write the final balances by year's capital account Amara's capital account, final payment, by Madhura's capital account, final payment, and by Prema's capital account, final payment. Right? Write the final balances. That is paid, amount paid 30,000. Here 22,500 and 22,500. How much? 85,500. 85,500 is the total. 85,500 is the total. Agrees. So this is how you have to solve a problem. Clear? I'll take up the other problems in the next class. There are as much as I think 21 problems are there, I think, if I am not wrong. Yes, there are 21 problems. We'll solve 4 to 5 more problems which are a bit critical. If I feel that this is a bit critical and should be solved, I will solve it. Otherwise, I will give it to you for homework, like I left 2 or 3 problems earlier, right? Yes. So that we can conclude this chapter, and only one chapter remains in part 1. Part 1, that is not for profit organization, isn't it? That will be, with that we can conclude this part 1. Already we have covered 2 chapters in part 2. I don't know how far your syllabus will be. If the COVID gets cleared and classes are revived, then some part will be eliminated. Mostly the last part will be eliminated, I think, that is cash flow statement is there, and your interpretation of financial statements, like comparative common size, very easy chapters, but I don't know whether your luck will permit or not. But these are the also easy chapters, like your issue of shares and dissolution of partnership firm, very, very easy chapters, isn't it? A bit complication is there in not for profit organization, that is the first chapter, but once you get the idea, it's very, very easy, very, very easy. So take your assignment problem, problem number 7, page number 71. Problem number 7, page number 71, that is Rashmi and Geeta are partners. Very easy problem. No special adjustments are there. Solve it and submit your assignment on time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.